Over the years, I've learned that the secret to keeping a clean home is to not live with children or pets or a spouse, any family at all. Ideally, even you should be out of the house, maybe live in a box. But since that's probably not an option at this point in your life, let's talk about the real secret to a clean home. Little, tiny habits done consistently. 1 minute habits, small changes that add up to big changes. And I've shared a lot of these on this channel already, but what I really want to hone in on today are those little habits that you can do before bed that'll make the biggest difference in your routine and in your home. And listen, it's hard to clean at night. I get it. By the time 8 p.m. rolls around, I'm clocked out. I'm exhausted, and the last thing I want to do is clean. So I'm not going to tell you to clean. I'm just going to tell you these 5 small habits you can start weaving into your nighttime routine that will naturally make your home cleaner. Sound good? So the first tiny habit I want to share is to plug in your phone an hour before bed. Now, I don't know about you, but once my kids are in bed, I'm glued to my phone. I can't seem to stop picking it up, and it really slows me down and keeps me up late. And here I just want to get the dishes done and the kitchen cleaned up so that I can go to bed because I'm so tired. But I just keep checking my phone. And then I get sucked into some random video about how to perfectly fold a fitted sheet, and then another 20 minutes goes by. And then you take the fitted sheet and you fold it like this, or like this. Wait. Oh, darn, I gotta get to bed. You know, I always think back to when I was a kid and wonder, how did my mom do it with 3 kids under 5? How did she take care of us and keep her home clean? Like, I don't remember our home being messy when I was a kid. But then I realized she didn't have this mini computer that lives in our pocket that is constantly calling to us. Check your Facebook. Check your email. Just one quick scroll, that's it. Every app is only a tap away, and it always feels like it's just gonna take a second, but then you look up and boom, a whole hour has passed. But ever since I started plugging this in an hour before bed, I've been able to actually finish cleaning up and get to bed at a decent time. It's amazing, honestly, how much faster you can move when you're not carrying this giant distraction in your pocket. When it's just you and your thoughts, you don't have a reason to stand at the sink for 20 minutes zoning out. You're too busy trying to get your chores done so that you can relax in bed and maybe watch a little TV. So don't wait until bedtime to plug in your phone. Plug it in an hour earlier and watch how much more you end up getting done. It's honestly kind of crazy. All right, the next tiny habit that everyone should do before bed is ready your tomorrow. What can you do today to prepare for tomorrow? Could you prep the coffee? Could you make school lunches? Maybe lay out your clothes. It may seem silly in the moment to do something that you don't have to do until tomorrow, but think about this. How often do you wake up to your kids trying out their best Chucky audition at 6 in the morning, standing at your bed like it's a horror film, and then you have no coffee prepared and no clean dishes because the dishwasher never got started last night, and now you're supposed to get everyone ready for school, but you can't even find something to wear because now you have to dig through the piles of laundry that are sitting on the couch because you never folded them. Does this sound familiar? And it throws off your entire morning, does it not? I mean, every morning that has ever started off that way for me has put me in a bad mood instantly. And the worst part about it is that you spend the entire day trying to catch up. It reminds me of a quote I heard the other day. Lose an hour in the morning, and you will spend all day hunting for it. Listen, even if you just did 2 of these things, if you only prepared the coffee and made the school lunches the night before, that alone would make your morning feel so much better. Even if you have to wake up to your kids in full-on chaos Chucky mode, at least the coffee is 1 button away from being ready to drink, and the lunches are already packed, which gives you 5 extra minutes to just sit and breathe and enjoy your coffee. And sometimes just having those 5 extra minutes in the morning can be enough to help us get through the day. So what 2 things can you do tonight to ready your tomorrow? The third tiny habit that everyone should do before bed is to plan for tomorrow using the 3 things rule. Now, I'm not sure who created this because I've seen it like all over the internet, written out in so many different ways, but here is what I found to be most effective. So every night before bed, open up your notes app or get out a notepad and write down everything that you need to get done. From making that phone call, to cleaning up before your friend comes over Thursday, to paying the bills. Whatever's on your mind, whatever's stressing you out, just write it down because this is going to help reduce that mental load. This is also known as a brain dump. I'm sure you heard of it. And it's helpful because it allows you to get those thoughts off of your mind and onto paper, which makes you feel better and also helps you to sleep better. Because then you don't have to worry about, oh no, I hope I don't forget. It's on paper. You're set. You should honestly feel a little bit of stress relief after your brain dump. All right, moving on to the next step. Now that you've dumped your brain onto paper or into your notes app, you're going to look at your list and only circle 3 things that you plan on doing tomorrow. What 3 things on your list are most important right now? Because maybe you wrote that you need to plan your kid's birthday party, but the party is still 2 months away. Well, we're not going to worry about that tomorrow, are we? Because that's not urgent. What needs to get done this week? What matters most? Circle those 3 things and then write them somewhere where you can see them tomorrow. So we write all of our notes on our dry erase board that sits on our fridge, but if you don't have that, that's okay. You could just use a Post-it note or a to-do app on your phone. But whatever you do, just commit to doing those 3 things the next day. Because tomorrow, when you wake up, you won't be sitting there questioning, oh no, what should I do today? I've got so many things I need to get done. I don't know where to start. You already have a plan, and this is going to help your days to run smoother because you don't have to worry about the 20 things on your list that are stressing you out. Those aren't for today. You know what's for today? Just these 3 things. That's it. So before bed, dump your brain, choose your 3 things, and this small habit won't just make your day go smoother, but it'll actually help you to follow through. Because when your list is short and doable, stuff gets done. All right, the next tiny habit I want to share is one that helps you actually relax better in the morning. And it might sound a little ridiculous, but it's one of my favorites because it's helped me to enjoy those quiet morning moments before the day starts. So, when your home is an absolute wreck, but it's 11 at night and you just need to go to bed. Well, don't stress about cleaning the whole house. That's not happening. Instead, just clean the spot where you'll drink your coffee or tea in the morning. When we wake up and the first thing we see is clutter everywhere, it's stressful. We grab our coffee hoping for some quiet time before the kids wake up, but then the mountain of magnetiles and plastic dinosaurs are right in front of us and we can't relax and we just feel anxious and uncomfortable. So something that I like to do before bed on those nights when the house is completely trashed is to just clean the space I'm gonna sit in the next morning. Even if it's just a little corner where I can turn my chair so that I'm not facing the mess. Because then, in the morning when I'm ready to sit with my coffee, at least I can breathe. I can enjoy what visually looks like a clean space in front of me, and I don't have to spend my entire quiet time stressing over everything I have to do. I can just enjoy this little moment. Weird? Maybe. But it makes me feel better, and you can't knock it till you try it. Just like subscribing to my channel. You can't knock it till you try it. Clicking that button may be like life-changing or something. Perhaps. I don't know. Why don't you try and find out? All right, the last tiny habit that every parent should be doing at night is having your kids help with chores. Like cleaning up the living room, for example. Why should you be doing it? I'm guessing you didn't make the mess, and I'm guessing they know how to pick things up and put them in a tote, am I right? If you just made it a part of their nightly routine, you wouldn't even have to tell them to do it anymore. Just make it a general rule. No TV or video games until the living room is picked up, and they'll start doing it every night without even being asked. And hey, you don't have kids? Well, delegate and get your husband to help more. Don't have a husband? Well, what are you doing here? Isn't your home already clean? No kids, no husband? I'm just joking. But seriously, stop repeating yourself every day, telling everyone to clean over and over and over, and just start setting rules. You can get A and B after you clean C and D. You could also write it down and put it on the wall. Then you won't really have to say anything. Let them be members of the household and just make it a part of their nightly routine. You won't regret it. Just like you won't regret watching this video next. Click here to see 5 things that everyone should do every day if they want a clean home. And I know you're here because you have a desire for a clean home. So you definitely don't want to miss this one. I'll see you there.